Move yourself. Hi there, this is You Can Many Things, back at the home for Orphan Dice. Okay, so today we are comparing the old with the new. Yes. So way back in the midst of time, the 1981 set that you bought with just the 6 dice, one rule book. Partway through that rule book, it said, if you're playing, stop reading here. The rest of the book's just for Dungeon Masters. That came with the first, either that one or the In Search of the Unknown module. Now, it assumed when this was released that everybody at the table playing would have their own dice, their own character sheet, and their own means of keeping a note of what treasure they had, what gold they had, abilities, equipment, relationships, and so on and so forth. This is hello Anna, hi. Yeah, so this is done away with to some extent with the new one, where it's done all with tokens and cards, tokens for gold, tokens for cards for equipment, cards for NPCs, cards for treasure, tokens for hit points and gold, instead of having to write it down. Hang on, I don't need that. Let's get rid of that. There, right. Okay, yeah, so digging into the story plot itself, when it's first introduced, you're starting off in the big building, the keep, and that was intended to be everybody spends the night and their lodgings in the keep, goes out to the caves, comes back, goes out, come back, go out, come back, enabling people to upgrade their equipment on each return because they will have got more of the treasure. However, because of the way the map was, only the dungeon master saw the map. Like that, such that there are various caves you could go through multiple if you found the right connections, the right corridors, the right secret doors. It enabled you to go out and spend overnight in the caves without ever having to go back if you had enough equipment, enough health, and so on and so forth. There was, he says, looking through his notes, so I do make notes. Yeah, with the new one, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of caves which were entirely isolated. You couldn't get into any other sets of caves from that cave. And yeah, we had a link from C to D by means of a secret door. There was a link from D to F by means of a corridor. Oh, correction, this is the new one, not the old. Yeah, in the new one, isolated were A, B, C, and J. So you can get from E to D by means of a secret door. There's a corridor from D to F. From G to K, there were linking stairs. A secret door between I and H. However, as compared with the old, such that you could go in through E, secret door into D, follow the corridors. He says, reaching for his other map. There. So, yeah. Let's give a demonstration. Oh, why are they blue, I hear you ask? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, originally they were on the inside. Yeah, you can see this module is pretty old because it's busted up, and yeah, that was originally in one piece. Only the Dungeon Master saw the map. But yeah, you could, in theory, go from E, secret door to D, follow the corridors around, come up in the group called F, and similarly, you could join up with, go in at B, come through secret door, go into C, keep following the H was linked up secret door to I, and K, J, yeah, K, J, F linked up. Let's have a look. I have got notes on this. F, 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 F. Yeah, secret door to D. Yeah. So again, there were why are they blurred? Sorry, what? Why what blurred? Those. It's a very old map, 1981. That particular variety. That was 2 years before what they first called the red box, which looked like that. Which came with 2 books. There was a very simplified dungeon in the Dungeon Master's particular book, such that there was a castle. You were shown the map and the contents for the ground floor. It showed you the map underneath that, but didn't tell you what monsters to put in, and it told you to draw out a completely different map for the level below that. Again, this was prompting the Dungeon Master to do more work in preparing his own dungeons. But that's all pretty much done for you in the new one, such that where with the old only the Dungeon Master saw the map, the starter set gives you. He says, reaching for the. It's got maps for each individual cave layout, maps for the outside. Oh yeah, there's another slight difference, such that the old one, it showed you the valley where the caves of chaos was covered in trees, so I had to go looking amongst the trees to find the cave entrance. As opposed to the new map, it's very few trees and it's all rocky terrain, which means that cave entrances are going to be more visible. Yeah, so it gave the new one give you a map of the crevasse where all the cave entrances are, and then it gives you an individual, the normal inch to 5 feet grid, square grid for the each individual cave, and it gives you tokens to mark terrain, tokens to mark NPCs, monsters, and various other features which the characters are able to interact with. Whereas with the old, the dungeon master has to do it all by describing. Yeah, so they've taken a lot of the work out of dungeon mastering. So this is more pointed towards people being completely new dungeon masters as well as being completely new players. Fine, if that's the way you want to get into it. Separately, in the old one, the larger map, which showed you where the keep was, where the wilderness was, where the crevasse, where the caves were, it also pointed Cave of the Unknown. It didn't give you any features, any contents for these caves. It also, on the old map, gave you another potential way to get there. See, right here, this blocked off passage here. Yeah. It told you these stones. It's going to take a number of man hours to clear all those stones to be able to get through, and you're told that that passage will eventually lead to the Cave of the Unknown. Again, it's prompting the dungeon master to do work on their own to create more Dungeons Dragons play area. Fill out the make the caves yourself, make the contents yourself. Perhaps using the contents of the caves we've already described as a guide. The new one ignores entirely the Caves of the Unknown. It gives you other encounters in the wilderness over and above the one solitary hermit. You know what? One is invited to use wandering monster tables to find out anything else that they may find while wandering around. It also gives you. It develops further on one of the features of the higher level caves. Okay, level. Here we go. The caves were where the players are expected to have risen a couple of levels before they start going into those caves, and the caves, that cave entrance is higher up in the crevasse, so higher level in that respect, because the monsters and the adventure in that higher level cave, the monsters in it are of a higher level, higher, tougher monsters. So that's all three meanings of the word level, all in the same descriptor, such that when one has been adventuring through all of these caves and one has gained enough resources, enough treasure, enough levels, and is then considered equipped enough to go into the final highest level cave system and interact with the tougher monsters. And there's a feature in there described as the Chaos Bell. Spoilers, by the way. Where in the old, I don't think it tells you how to deal with that. He says, written for the. I've got it written down somewhere. Well, anyway. Oh yeah, there. Chaos Bell, Shrine of Evil Chaos. Yes, yes. There. Yeah, it tells you the particular features of the bell, what it does in situ. But in the new one, it tells you how the bell may be removed of its curse, removed of its being evil. It describes another encounter area in the wilderness to say, bring the bell here. Use of this holy shrine will allow you to get rid of the evil from the bell. Yeah, always come to the table prepared. I should. Everybody should have that written down. But yeah, in the new one, it gives you the inch to 5 feet grid maps for each of the individual caves, but also where are we? Wilderness. Yeah, this was not picked out for you individually in the old one, because the new one gives you the inch to 5 feet grid for hobgoblin patrol encounter, giant spider nest encounter, flock of sturges, lizard folk, occult rituals, sparring sprites. All these were not in the original Keep on the Borderlands module. Now, as for the keep itself, again, in the old one, where we were just given a 1 square to 10 feet map, and we were told, okay, these are the titles and the function of various of the people in it. The old one didn't give us any names, vague hints as to their personality, their affiliation and whatnot. However, in the new keep, each subsection of the people you're going to meet, it gives them names, it gives them personality, it gives them these resources to repay the characters if they do little side quests on behalf. You know, where it's got pretty much the same encounter areas, he says, reaching for the book. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? No, that's not you. That's you. Right, yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at let's compare. Yeah, so that's the front of the box. But that's the front of the module. Yeah. Yeah, let's compare the map of the actual keep itself, because we can, and why not? There. So that's just pretty much just the map. It gives you more descriptors to the areas. It gives you who's going to be where. It tells you the name and the function of the places and the name and the function of the people in it. But the new one, I mean, let's be fair. Okay, so only the Dungeon Master sees the killer map. They. Okay, no grid maps for the characters to look at. Nevertheless, each individual part, each individual non-player character has got a side quests to pass on. It gives you visual it gives you handouts that you can show to the players. It gives you, I mean, you can show the characters little pictures from the book without having to show them all of the ins and outs. Literally. I mean, how nice is that? How nice is that? Where we started and how it is now. So nice. But, yeah, I mean, even as a seasoned, I like to call myself a seasoned DM because it sounds better than old. But yeah, even seasoned DMs are given so much to be able to work with. And again, you can put this Borderlands scenario, this three flags in the map, the caves, the keep, the wilderness. You could put that in any place in your particular map, your particular setting. That's the word I was looking for, setting. Yeah, it gives you hierarchies. It makes things so much easier than I had it when I first started playing. It takes away the impetus. It's a bit like Dr. Alan Grant when he was told that soon they would be able to just send an impact into the ground and get a computer image of the dinosaur that was buried underneath. And he got told soon you'll be able to put these fossils together without having to dig them up. To which Dr. Grant said, "Where's the fun in that?" And that's kind of the point. It's yes, it gives you the visuals. Yes, it gives you the playability. Yes, you can use the resources in here over, let's see, A, B, C, D. You could keep using it over the course of like 11 sessions if you're doing one session for each subsequent set of caves. And on top of that, another 6 for each of the wilderness locations. And again, this assumes, the new one assumes that you're going, you make the keep your base of operations, you go to the cave, you come back, you go to the cave, you come back. It doesn't give the, it doesn't assume that you're going to go to the caves and then stay put overnight, because it only starts giving you a long rest after you come out of a cave. Which kind of restricts people who are leveling up. Yeah, it says levels 1 to 3. Now, I did the sums on this a while ago. In theory, the old version, it could take you up to level 3 from level 1 if you went through every single adventure for like 7-8 characters. But this is calculated that it's 4 characters over a lot more adventuring, apparently. 4 characters again reach the same level, which again shows you the old system compared to the original system as compared to the new. But yeah, what else did we say? Yeah, so that's Yeah, the variety of monsters. Where in the old we just had, the standards: kobolds, goblins, hobgoblins, orcs, bugbears, a minotaur, a couple of ogres. Okay, one undead ogre. Um, cultists. Um, compared with you, yeah, but in the new, you've also got a couple of dragon wormlings, steam mephits, mimic, kuatoa, nothics, flying swords. Uh, oh yeah, the gelatinous cube as well. Okay, here's a bit of trivia for you. The gelatinous cube originally only took the shape of a cube because it was a giant amoeba in a 10-foot wide, 10-foot high dungeon corridor. Being part liquid, it took the shape of its container. Yeah. So, yeah. So in the yeah, the owl bear appears in both. Oh, the white cultists. Yes. Yeah. Prisoners. Prisoners to go rescue. That was in the old one, but the new. Um, what else did we have? Spider webs. Yeah. Zombies, gnolls. Yeah. Oh yeah. So what was in the old but not the new? Spoilers. Can you do spoilers for something 1981? Hang on, 1981. What are we on? So for so 21 would be 4, 11 would be 14, 01 would be 24, 91 would be 34, 81, 44. Yeah. Can you do something for 44 years ago? Yeah, in the old one there was a Medusa. It's not in the new one. Over and above that, I think I've told you about the dice in the old one, the original one, the original set. You only got, along with the module, the rule books. You only got 6 uncoloured, plain blue plastic dice. With this one, you get a maxi set comprising 4d6, 2d20s, d4, d8, d12, d10, d%. Yeah, more dice in here. It's a maxi set. Yeah, when it comes to maxi sets and outsize sets, I go into that elsewhere on my channel. But yeah, it's got terrain, tokens for terrain, tokens for PCs, maps. Yeah, it was assumed that everybody playing way back in the day, everybody had their own character sheet, their own rule book, and their own dice. Where this set's assuming that everybody's using all the equipment in the same box, from the same box. But anyway, yeah, so I can tell that we're going to have fun with this. Well, various are anyway. Yeah, as and when I pick out anything else, what have we done? Contents, the caves, the equipment, what it's expecting of a dungeon master, what it gives the players. Yeah, that's pretty much, I think. Unless anything else crops up, I will be sure to add content later on. But for the moment, that's all from me. And I will say, as per usual, Allee Jagdtest.